VIP Talk Show.
We got so many important ladies in the building today. We got some real boss chicks up in here. So you're in for a really good treat today. Coming up, we got Neffy's 411, so stay tuned. It's going to be crazy.
Just keep your hands on the wheel, 'cause I don't want another.
I just want to introduce everybody to one of our members of the VIP, model, actress, Miss Blondie. You can catch her on this season's of Ricky Smiley Show. Stay tuned to TV1.
Let us give you a little information, girl. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at BlondieLONDI404, as well as on Facebook. I'm on there as Kimberly Garner. I am also, I do a lot of modeling, acting. Like she says, I am on this season of Ricky Smiley's reality show. So stay tuned for that. And everything else that we have going on.
Make sure you come to Empire Lounge to see Blondie. We just want to thank all the management, Ray, Miss Barbie, Stevie J, for having us today and letting us host the VIP Talk Show.
Just keep your hands on the wheel, 'cause I don't want another colleague.
You better move over Phaedra Park. There's a new entertainment lawyer in town. She has had the privilege to represent some of your favorite entertainers in the business. She has dedicated her life to helping people find financial freedom and go from homeless to owning their own home. Also, she has a new book coming out in August, so you better stay tuned and watch out for her. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Diana Lynch. You look beautiful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Great. In just 1 second, we got Neffy's 411 coming up. I can't wait to hear what Diana has coming up. So you all stay tuned.
Well, the next actually, for the Bad Girl stuff, I think it's the Bad Girl stuff that we're going to see next. We're going to go ahead and talk about that one on. Now, this is the reason why we have the VIP show going on, because there's too much drama and fighting going on. We're supposed to be basically saluting one another. That's where the whole apartment comes from. Now, with this Bad Girls Club session that just went down called the Twisted Sisters, I don't know if you got tuned in. I know you've been talking about Bad Girls Club all this time. It's basically a group of sisters in the household. Every single one of these sisters have issues within one another, as well as the housemates that they have. And then I guess they're supposed to try to work as a team to be, as a whole, try to work whatever issues that they have going on. So my question would be, if your sister, when you were in this household, and another female that you don't know just started with you, do you expect your sister to go ahead and hop on in and try to back you up, or you got this? Be real now.
Well, I do got this. However, if she's my sister, of course, she's gonna back me or have my back when it comes to this situation. But I don't really fuck with Bad Girls Club. I'm all about women empowerment. So you know, that's what the VIP show is all about. I'm not with the fighting and the I mean, it's ridiculous. I think it's too much. So with that being said, moving right along.
Time is at a standstill when you're with me.
So we start off from the very beginning as if it's a multi-million-dollar company and what we need to do to set things in place.
Well, at least I got some pointers for myself, because I thought the prenup was the right thing to do. You know, if you meet someone with a lot of money, then, or if you, I guess if I had a lot of money, just to be on the safe side for myself or whoever, they should go ahead and write that prenup up, so that way that their money is safe.
You're almost, if you're the individual with the assets, you certainly want to plan, right? However, there are scenarios where if I don't have the assets, I may want to prenup anyway, because I want to build in some alimony. I want to have some other things in there that set out how we want to live our lives and that kind of things. I've done deals where there's guaranteed alimony, so I don't have to go and litigate it. So it really depends on the scenario and that kind of thing. A lot of times that's associated with time and longevity. You know, I actually had a very prominent entertainer who had a prenup, and you know, we got rid of it. So you got to make sure you have it well drafted, and that you don't do it on the eve of the wedding. I've had that.
On the
I've
table,
had,
right?
I've had some of my prenups in reality television that they're talking about on television, and I'm like, please don't mention my name because it was done weeks. It was done weeks ago. The fact that you're doing it on the eve of the wedding is not a good look.
No.
And then if that happens, you want to do a postnuptial where you reaffirm the terms before the marriage. You do a postnuptial saying, look, I knew what I was doing. I'm still good with it. And then that way you can avoid them saying, well, look, I was under duress. I didn't really want to do it. So there's some things to do.
All right, well, thank you so much. Now, I would like you to go ahead and let everybody know where they can go ahead and find you, so that way they can contact you when they need someone to represent them.
Absolutely. The firm is the Lynch Charles Law Group. We're in Atlantic Station at the BB&T Tower at 271 Peachtree Street. Our number is 404-880-9393. The website is tlclawgroup.com. Not the group,
I was gonna say,
although I love the group, not the group, but the associated, anything about that you can associate us with. But tlclawgroup.com, and we have, we're here to serve you. I also have my book coming out in August. It's called Playing Your Position.
Do I get one?
Yeah, you can get one.
Okay,
you
just
can
like,
get
I
one.
ain't reading.
And your audience hopefully will look into it and just look at how they need to position themselves for financial success. It's a plan. If you fail to plan, what? Plan to fail.
Hey, go ahead, Lonnie.
All right, so we're gonna actually keep you up sitting here in the VIP section. We're gonna bring in some more VIP guests. So you can scoot on over for the next guest. And we have the co-host, the lovely Miss Peaches, that will be introducing our next VIP guest up here on the VIP. We're going to be going to commercials, and we'll come back and introduce the next VIP guest. So stay tuned.
One another collision.
Love and Hip Hop. Oh yeah, this is everybody's favorite. I know everybody, they got their timers ready for Love and Hip Hop on their TV. Tommy versus Tiara. The baby mama versus the girlfriend of Scrap. Now, I'm not the type of person to be fighting no dude. I don't care how good his stuff is for with no other female. My thing is, if you have a baby by somebody and they have a girlfriend that you do not approve, how would you handle the situation without a little bit of less drama? Or is there even a way to handle it?
Honey, we grown. Okay, so the problem is Scrap is fucking both of them. That's the problem. Okay, so we would have to address that with the man. So the fighting between the women, that needs to stop.
I agree. Because at the end of the day, he looked like he enjoying both the females fighting over him. He ain't even saying nothing. He just looked at them like, no, don't do it. Stop. From far distance. You know how guys are.
Just keep your hands on the wheel, 'cause I don't want another collision.
This woman is a serial entrepreneur. She went from selling millions in real estate to being the owner of walk-in weave shop franchises. She's also the owner of Pretty Hair and Pretty Hair University. Also, let's not forget she's the star of WeTV's Cutting It in the ATL. And let's just add on one more title. I just can't keep up with her. Tonight, she's here to talk about her book. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Bring it to the stage right now. Put your hands together for Maya Sly.
I'm tired because you know this title. Jesus.
Goodness.
Oh my, hi.
So Maya's here in the building. We're getting ready to go with Nephi 411 just to talk about her book. But just a little briefing since she has it set up right here, just an introduction.
How are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Oh my God, I'm tired from hearing all these introductions, but it is Pretty Powerful University. It is a platform for women in business. Our color is pink because the power is in the pink.
Okay.
And you take that however you need to take it.
Get this shot over your camera.
It's my power planner, and it's really designed for entrepreneurs. It kicks my butt, and I designed it, so imagine that.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and talk to Nephi for Nephi's 411.
Want to know where you can get your next You Collection shades? Make sure you shop at We Are In VIP and use the VIP promo code in order to get the best sales on any type of You Collection shades on the site. The VIP show.
Turn me out, turn me out. Time is at a standstill when you're with me.
We have another phenomenal woman up here on the VIP panel. Yes, I mean, Miss Peaches did such a great job introducing you out. I was like, I can't do nothing better than that. But we have Maya Sly. How you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming out to the VIP show.
Thanks for having
I know you got a busy schedule, so I appreciate it. So I would love for you to tell the audience basically everything that you do. And then we're gonna go ahead and make sure they can go ahead and contact you as well, because I'm pretty sure after they hear all this wonderful stuff that you're involved in, they're probably gonna want to contact you 24/7 of the day after this.
Oh my. So much.
I mean, right, no, you're gonna get contacted anyways.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good problem to have. Well, my name is Maya Sly, and as Peaches introduced, I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I've had a business since I was starting my first business when I was 10. But I've had a brick and mortar business since I was 23 and a half, so a long time. Yeah, I did. I made my first $500 when I was 10 years old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I didn't make the $500 selling the product. I made the $500 being a loan shark. I just didn't know it at the time. So, you know, it's one of those things that some things are nature, some things are nurture. And I cannot take responsibility for a lot of things that have happened in my life because there's no way that I should have known how to do most of the things that I did. Like, I look at my nephew, he's 16 now, and he was 10, I was like, oh my God, like what was I doing? But it was amazing. It's been an amazing journey for me as a business owner and really just growing up in a situation that I didn't have a lot of control over. So being an entrepreneur allowed me to have a lot of control over my life and over my circumstances. So I opened my first business when I was 23 and a half in Atlanta. So when people have anything bad to say about Atlanta, I say, you know what, the highways are closed, you don't have to come here. We're not accepting any people.
That means you can go back.
That means you can go back to wherever you came from. Because if you can't make it in Atlanta, you can't make it anywhere. New York says if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. If you can't make it in Atlanta, that means you weren't doing anything before you came, so stay where you are.
Bye.
We'd appreciate it. So this city is, the streets are paved with gold as far as I'm concerned. This is a city that is not stopped by politics, it's not stopped by anything but your ambition and your execution. And that's really what it's all about. I have several businesses and have been able to be very successful, and I've had failures and I've had successes that are beyond my wildest imagination. Yeah, but I learned from those things and the mistakes that happened, they have been my best teachers. So, you know, I tell my coaching clients, that's the reason I created this book. It was not a book, it's a planner. And people would ask me all the time, how do you do all this? How do you do all this? And when Peaches was introducing me, I was like, oh God, I do all those things. But, you know, when people say, oh, you can be a master of, what is it? A jack of all trades, master of none. Well, you can't be a jack of all trades and master of none if you haven't mastered one thing. I mastered several things at an early age and was able to have a lot of success, thankfully. And I learned from those things, but I learned to scale my business and to diversify my business acumen. My degree is in finance, so when I look at anything, I look at the numbers. It doesn't really matter about the relationship of the person because I judge people based on their actions, not based on who they are or what the circumstances are. I just look at the numbers. So data doesn't lie. So if I gather a bunch of data and these numbers work, oh, that works for me. I'll do it. I've had a trucking company that was hugely successful. I closed it when the market crashed because gas prices went up 47%. I didn't know anything about trucking, and I made $100,000 in probably 120 days. And then when my American Express bill was $36,000 in gas, I was like, this won't work for me. So it's not that you can't be successful. It's not that you won't have failures, but I think most people don't know how to execute. And you really have to be able to move with the times. Like, I came into an industry, in the beauty industry. I grew up in a salon. My uncle was a stylist. And beauty has taken care of me my entire life. My entire life. But my degree is in finance. I'm the most unlikely hairstylist ever. I used to think I liked people, and I realized now I don't like people at all. I just like certain types of people. I don't really care for people. I just don't like the yip yap of it and, you know, the silly conversations of it. And here I am on a hair show. So imagine that. But it's been a huge blessing for my life. I was looked at for a lot of other shows, and when they were calling me about this show, it's called Cutting in the ATL. We'll be back this summer on UTV.
shameless plug, but you know, it was one of those things, you know, it's biblical, make your enemies your footstool. I am an enemy in the beauty industry. People hate me in the beauty industry because of the concept of the salon I have. So when they were casting for this show was already cast, it was done. And they would not stop calling me. And I was like, respectfully, I really am not interested in doing anything. And they were like, well, why? I was like, because it's gonna be a hot ghetto mess, that's why. And they were like, no, we wanna do a different type of show. Sure you do. Sure you wanna do a different type of show. I've heard that story before. The biggest thing that I hear from most people when they meet me, they're like, you know, I love you so much, Maya. You really keep it classy. I'm like, girl, they make it hard on a pimp out here. Because I'm from Florida, but I'm from a different type of Florida, where we beat your ass. So, you know, it's very difficult when, you know, when two people are yelling across the street, both of y'all are crazy. So I don't engage in that type of behavior, especially with other women. I feel like we're much more valuable to each other when we can support each other, but everyone doesn't want support. Everyone doesn't want to be taught. And for me, the reason I'm on this show is because the girls that they interviewed for the show couldn't keep my name out of their mouth. So make your enemies your footstool. So I wasn't supposed to be on this show, but I was supposed to be on the show. And I think that's the biggest problem in the African American community is that we don't execute, we don't support each other, and we're women that shame each other for things that you're going through and things that you've been through. So I talk about everything. I talk about everything all the time, and I'm very transparent about it because I think that what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. And my planner is really about what's broken. Very smaller things have broken more people. So if you can go through it and move through it and move past it and just keep moving, everything that you want is on the other side of adversity. Nothing ever happens when everything is great and rosy and perfect. I've learned much more from my failures than I ever have from my success. Ever, 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 ever. So that's what it is.
Yes, girl.
Goodness. Yes, give it back to Maya.
And we have one more boss chick to bring
So
to the
just
VIP.
keep your hands on the wheel, cause I don't want another collision.
If you don't know who this is, you have been under a rock. She's a member of the Grammy-nominated group Sisters with Voices, better known as SWV. They've sold over 25 million albums, naming them one of the best female groups of all time. She's a mother, she's an entrepreneur, and you can find her now on the big screen on the hit reality show SWV Reunited. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lily Lyons to the stage. Thank you, Lily, for coming out today. It's so great to have you. You look beautiful. So just a quick overview, just to let us know quickly. I know you're getting ready to get into the 411 with Neffy real quick. But just to bringing you out, just give us a little slight update of what's going on with you today.
Oh my God, everything is going on, and I have to say, number one, that I've been through a lot, and I have to say that I'm blessed. I am just happy to be alive today because if you guys are familiar with my story, I should not be here right now. So, SWV has a new album that came out on February 5th. If you guys been following our journey, you know we went through some ups and downs, but this is what sisterhood is all about, and that's why I agreed to do this panel today, because it's all about women empowering women. And if you can be friends, childhood friends with somebody for over 30 years, and you guys just damn near hate each other at one point, so come together and be grown enough to put aside all of those childish things. We can come together and do big things, and that's what we're doing right now, so I'm blessed.
Yes. I can't wait to hear Lily's story. She's getting ready to give us a story with Neffy's 411, so don't move.
Need a host for a birthday party, private party, special events? You know we get it popping in the VIP. So you know you need to log on to weareinvip.com and book us for your next event. We got videographers, photographers, hosts, co-hosts, models, everything you need to turn up your party. Let us know. weareinvip.com.
All right, and we are back in the VIP show for the Ladies Night Special Edition. Now, don't forget the hashtag VVIP and also hashtag We Are In VIP. Once again, hashtag VVIP and also hashtag We Are In the VIP, so that way everyone could be tuned in on tonight's special Ladies Night Edition. Now we have the lovely, laughing, the lovely. I'm sorry, because she's killing me right here. Lily Lyons sitting us right now with the VIP set. Well, all those lovely ladies. Now, I know you said that you've been going through a lot, including with the show. If no one was tuned in, I know that it's kind of difficult with keeping a group together, sisterhood group on top of that, together, because everyone goes through the ups and downs. Now, do you have any projects, some new projects to that are actually coming out right now that people need to be aware of? I'm gonna go, yes, personally, recently.
Well, I am co-owner of a funeral home, Hope Funerals in Fairfield, Georgia. And a lot of people don't know that I've always been into mortuary. I don't know, I've always had this obsession with death. Well, dead people. We call them patients, we don't call them, dead people, because some people they disrespect them because they're deceased. But I've always been in love with the dead. So me and my cousin Hope kind of hooked up and made this thing happen. But SWV, like I said earlier, we released an album still on February 5th. And I was inspired to write a book.
Yeah, you need to write a book.
It's so crazy because the title is called I Regret the Day I Lost My Virginity. I know. It's so many different ways we can go with it. I just feel like this world today is like really oversexed, and a lot of my problems stemmed from me losing my virginity, being molested and me being actually confused about that. I have to ask myself, did I lose my virginity? Or was, can you see how that can be confusing? Exactly. Oh, it definitely was a mistake. Child molestation, you don't ask for that. But I was inspired to write that book, so that book should be done very soon. Very soon.
So, as far as in the book coming out, you don't have the exact dates, correct?
No.
Not yet. You're still working on it?
I'm almost done. It's, when you're writing a book, you think of so many different things like after you write the book. A lot of things I don't remember, and my sister had to kind of remind me of what happened during this time. Because you try to remove all of those negative things and those dark moments in your life. And writing it, I had to stop because I cried a lot, and I'm like, oh my God, I really went through this. Did a guy really dump me out on the highway because I wouldn't have sex with him? Like, did this really happen to me? But this is something that happened to a lot of young women and a lot of young girls. So I always tell people, when you have a story and when you go through something, your story no longer belongs to you. You have to give it to somebody else and let somebody else be blessed and help somebody else. So that's what it's all about. I've been judged for everything. I've been called super ghetto and, oh, she just telling her, but it don't bother me because I'm delivered from people. And I think once we get ourselves to that point where we just not ashamed and not afraid of what someone else did to us, then I think, we will all be super women.
Thank you so much for going in and actually, putting such a serious situation that had happened to you out there, because I know it's very, very hard for you. That's for one. So how did you overcome everything that you went through in your life to make you the strong woman that you are today?
I'm still overcoming. It never ends. You go through this period where you accept it and you put it behind you, but you never forget it, and when you run into people that remind you of, I've ran into people who've done me wrong. You know, I was molested by a woman, my uncle's wife. So at 7 years old, you're thinking, you know, you're protected by your uncle and your aunt, and we're taught to obey, you know, adults, and when the adults are the one that's hurting you. So it's really crazy, but I'm still overcoming a lot of things. I've been broke, disgusted, you know, just lack of knowledge, a lot of things that, you know, with attorneys and, you know, they know, just from lack of knowledge, accountings have taken advantage of us, and I'm just blessed, and I'm just glad that those things happened to me, because I know so much now. I understand how money works. A lot of things that's important to the music industry and to entertainment, period, is not important to me. I'm not excited about a $3,000 bag. That don't mean anything. That's today. You know, so, I mean, I feel more comfortable going to my accountant. If I need $50,000, I can go get it. You know, I mean, you know, I'm not saying anything against anybody else, all the fly girls and the boss chicks or whatever, but I'll be a boss chick in another way.
And that's okay. Now, as you being a part of SWV, we're gonna go ahead and switch the topic off, because I don't want to get too sensitive on this. Now, we're gonna switch the topic up just a little bit. Okay. Now, with you being a part of SWV, because I know there's a few groups, actually, female groups that are out there that are actually going through a lot of obstacles where some of them didn't get along with each other because obviously there's different personalities within the group. Everybody is raised with different morals. My question to you is, how did you guys stick to one another in order to make it a whole, keep it as a whole, to keep that sisterhood going, to make all the phenomenal songs that you guys make?
Well, it wasn't easy, because in 1998 we disbanded, and I think SWV, it was my baby, it was my vision. I knew Coco, I told Coco, let's start a group, Coco Montage, and that's how we were born. But I think we started so young, and sometimes our attitudes change. Like, just because I rock with you when we're younger, I may not like you as an adult. Because we learn new stuff, we meet new people, and a lot of those spirits, they jump on you, and that stuff is so real to me. And you start acting crazy and you don't understand why your friend acting crazy, because she done met the wrong person. Somebody putting something contaminated in her ear. So I think that had a lot to do with why SWV disbanded. But I think once you love somebody and you love somebody with your whole heart, you able to cry with them, you able to say you're sorry. And I think that's why a lot of women today, we can't get along. We're afraid to say sorry. We're waiting for the other person to say sorry. And I think that's the biggest lesson that we've learned. It's okay to cry. It's okay to say, I was wrong. You know, I misjudged you. I thought you were something that I don't even know where I get this from, but somebody told me this, and I formed an opinion of you that wasn't even you. And I think, it's okay to say sorry. It's okay to hug. It's okay to say I love you, And that's why we're able to come together, because I think we forgot what was important. And we forgot who brought us here. And that's the fans. It was all about us. We left the music industry on top of our game. It ain't like we flopped and we left, and it was just selfish. We were so caught up in what we were doing and just totally forgot who put us here and why we're here. So I think we make music today, and it's not all about the money. Of course, everybody want to do it to make money, but the way the music industry is today, you don't know if you're going to make money. We love what we do. And I tell people all the time, all of those aspiring artists, you have to love what you do, even when they're not playing you on the radio. Because that's not promised to you. You being a star is not promised to you. So you have to sometimes take out your guitar and go in your closet and just play and sing by yourself. So, I mean, and God, I can't leave him out,
Well, thank you so much for sharing all this with us tonight. So before we go ahead to commercials, just let everybody know where they can go and find you.
Oh, this is the hardest part. I forget all my social. At Lily Lyons, LELEELYONS, and on Instagram I'm the real Lily SWV.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, lovely ladies, for being a part of the VIP show, and thank you for our audience as well. Because without the audience, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we're gonna go right back into commercials.
Need a host for a birthday party, private party, special events? You know we get it popping in the VIP. So you know you need to log on to weareinvip.com and book us for your next event. We got videographers, photographers, hosts, co-hosts, models, everything you need to turn up your party. Let us know. weareinvip.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring a true boss chick to the stage. With over 25 years of booking some of the greatest artists in the entertainment business, she's hosted some of the best events in Atlanta. She's a philanthropist, a mentor, a mother, a businesswoman, and let's not forget a boss. She's an entrepreneur, so when you say her name, you better put some respect on it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Janet Jackson.
I love that introduction, girl. Maybe I need to walk off and come back.
Okay. Well, I just want to announce that Miss Janet Jackson is our boss lady of the week, and I would love for her to introduce herself and let you guys know why she's such a boss.
I didn't know I was going to get on the mic, but since I am, my name is Janet Jackson, 50-year-old mother of two. I'm a 19-year-old and 22-year-old. And when I introduce myself, I have to start by saying that I'm just truly blessed. At the end of the day, beginning to end, I am truly blessed. I've been in entertainment, working with everyone. Miss Melinda Santiago over there, my girl. Lily. I've been working with everybody, you know, SWV, R. Kelly, Snoop, a little bit of everybody for over 25 years. As a booking agent, as well as I was one of the first promoters in the Atlanta area, as well as female promoter doing it, you know. Yes, a woman doing it. We can do that too. Yes, we can. But I don't just do Atlanta. I do New York, Miami, Nigeria. I go there twice a year. So I'm all over the place, you know, and it's just been a true blessing. When you're doing what you love, you do it well. You can't fail because you're doing what you love. And this is my passion, entertainment. All this is my passion. I do what I love. And I also try to remain humble and never forget where I came from as well. And try to uplift. By doing that, my philanthropy as far as breast cancer awareness. I lost my mom to breast cancer. So I try to stand up for that as much as I can, as well as domestic violence. I've been there too. I almost lost my life. So I try to uplift and support, especially females doing their thing. I really want to support, and that's the thing, we have to uplift and support each other. We're so big on hating on each other instead of getting this paper together. Do I need to repeat it? Let's get the money together, stop hating on each other, and support each other. Once you do that, if we're all powerful in our own mind, think about it, if we all came together, how much more powerful we would be. So, like I said, I didn't have anything prepared. You can follow me on Instagram at Boss Chicks, and Boss Chicks is spelled CHIXATL. Boss Chicks ATL, also MZ Jackson 1966. You can also follow me on Twitter at MZ Jackson 1966. You can go to my website, which is bosschicksatlanta.com, and jacksoneventsанdentertainment.com. Have a few other things brewing, but next time I'll make sure I have that information to tell you guys some exciting news I got today. But all I can say is I'm your boss chick, and I'm blessed. Thank you.
In other words, turn me out, 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 turn me out.
I want.
Turn me out, turn
want what I want.